This is where Máire was born and reared. Outside, we're at the outside of the farm in Brideswell. Yeah, and she grew up here, a happy childhood, I believe, as it was at the present time, and she attended Ballyella School, which was just about a few miles over the road, near between here and Carnew. Come 1916, she was here in our home place, visiting our parents and our brothers and sisters, and the mobilisation order came. So obviously then she was desperate to get back to Dublin because she wanted to get back to her garrison. So she hopped on her bike, rose at 4 a.m. in the morning, hopped on her bike with the intention of going to Gorey, to the railway, to catch the early train from Dublin. Of course, when she went to Gorey, to discover that the railway line was blocked, and historians know what happened. And then she decided that she wasn't going to be stopped. She rode her bike straight to Dublin on her push bike road, and she had to ride through the night. It took that length, and encountered many checkpoints along the way, but particularly at Leeson Street. She was stopped many times at Leeson Street and interrogated. So eventually she got to our garrison, and then she fought in that week in 1916, but she evaded capture. There were 77 women picked up at the Rotunda and were sent to Kilmainham, but Máire, because of her bike and all, she evaded capture at that time. Yeah, she continued her work and became very noticed as a hard worker and dedicated by the senior people in the volunteers. So then she wasn't too long at all till she was promoted to the central executive. So that gave her more power to carry on the work of coming on, which the volunteers realised that they were going to be important if they were to pursue their freedom. The real heroes in all of this, well, the volunteers and people like Mary were out on the front. I always think the real heroes were the people in the back, their parents, their brothers and sisters, who were there trying to support them, who to try to keep brave for them. Because I often think in the morning she left here, on the Easter, when she left here, how worried her poor mother must have been about her. It was such a sad story because her own father, whom she was very devoted to, and he was very proud of her, he died 2 days before her, and they didn't like to tell her because they knew she was very ill in Baggot Street Hospital, but she always read the daily paper no matter how sick she was, and she saw the death on the paper, and she obviously reacted very strongly to it, but she wouldn't have been able to attend the funeral. It would have killed her to not being there. I suppose that you'll always have lots of opinions in any cause, and I'm sure it could have been said, sure, why is she giving herself all that, bringing all that worry and torment on her family, but she believed in the cause. She believed in it. They would have heard, they would have studied history in children, and they would have heard about 1798, and it would have been in their minds, even though they hardly realised it, but it would have been in their DNA, in their genes, yeah, if you get me.